we are going to continue to work on this site. We have this building here, staircases, we have a ramp, lower level here. Then we have the third level there with another ramp. This one slightly more complicated with the stairs there. And finally, I'm going to copy this building here at the lower level, and I will create another void, and I will create another connection there. Let's copy the building itself. Copy the building. If I click copy, if I remove the constraint and I select this disjoint selection, then I can copy this from the floor level. And I'm going to copy here on this level here. We have this warning, but I don't think it's too serious. Okay, this is the building itself. And now I want to rotate that building a little. I'm going to rotate this building like this. It's buried. First thing I have to do is another void at that level so that I can, yes, I can access this building. If I create an architecture component, model in place, another Toposolid, a void extrusion, and now I want to create like the last element, the last void that I want to use. I want to continue to do those staircase in that direction. So I want this line of staircases, and then I need the ramp. So if I start, that's the width of the staircase. And then I'm going to start the ramp in this direction. So we need a 6-foot ramp. And then randomly, I can create that void. Oh, it's not working yet because I have to close that loop. You have to trim this, and now it works. So it works now. I have to go to the right view, make the, we have the last level, it's here, next level, and then I go all the way up. I cut the geometry, first the topography, then the void, and it works. Oh, well, I created by accident, I created another topography here. So when that happens, I have to cut this twice. So I have to edit in place. I have to edit this void, but I have to cut this too. Yep, so or even better, yeah, because I didn't want to create that one. I haven't done this because the easiest way to do this is to, before finishing the void, I drag it to this floor level. It's here. I move it up, and then I can cut. Okay, so first we select this topography, then we select that one. And before finishing, I have to cut, and I have to cut another topography. It's, well, this doesn't make sense, but I did this because if you want to cut two different topographies with the same void, you can do it. Without finishing, we can select this topography again, we can select the void again, and you see that we have cut this. And now we see that we have cut both topographies with the same void. If I want to create the ramp here, I can always edit this void. I'm going to edit this void, edit extrusion, and I think I'll go in this direction and then in this direction. So I can delete these two lines, and I'll start my ramp here at this level. If I click this again, okay, so I have this pink line here. Now it's a closed loop and it works. And now I don't have to cut both topographies. If I have cut both topographies from the beginning, if I change or edit the void, then the two topographies are adapted to that. What would be next? We need a staircase here. And well, look at this. Once I have created that staircase, if I edit in place and edit the extrusion, I can copy this and I don't need to create all the steps again. That's why it's good having the same, if we have a staircase that goes from the top level to the bottom level, it's good having a line or a wall that contains all the stairs or all the steps. And now I can delete the steps that I don't need. And I can go all this way and do this. Okay, so that's the easiest way because all the stairs are lined up to this wall and I don't have to create steps from scratch every time I do this. If we make sure that this line is a straight line, we can do that easily because we created first the first reference plane. So if I don't change this reference plane, that will work. When it comes to the ramp, I can't do that unless this line is parallel to this. I don't want to do it. So I'm going to create a new reference plane. To create a new reference plane, I have to do it from the site plan. This is the reference plane for this ramp. This is ramp 2. So I'm going to create a new reference plane for ramp 3. So go to architecture, reference plane, and I create this one and I name it ramp 3. And I'm going to draw on this 3D view. I'm going to draw on this reference plane. Let's do it. Component, model in place. A ramp is not a void. A ramp is a toposolid by extrusion. And now I have to set the work plane on this ramp 3. Ramp 3. Where's ramp 3? I think I didn't save it. Okay. Cancel. Yep. Make sure that you save the reference plane. Okay, so I didn't save the name. It's ramp 3. Okay, so make sure that this name is RAM3. And now go back to the 3D view. Let's go back to architecture, modeling place, Toposolid. Now it's extrusion, it's not void. Set the work plane, and now RAM3 should show up, RAM3. And remember that from this point, if we go, this height is more than 5 feet. So I'm going to divide this by half because it's more than 5 feet. It's 5 feet and 10 inches. Okay, so I'm going to divide it by half. And I know that 2.5 feet should be 30 feet. That's the rule that we followed. Since this is slightly above 2.5 feet, I'm going to make this 35 feet the length. And now that slope will be acceptable. I need a landing, 6 feet. And now I can copy this one with the same slope. And I will trim because this has to be connected. And I have to make sure that this gets up to the floor. Yeah. So now I'm building this line. I'm connecting this and this. And the only thing, I have to delete that one. So this is a closed loop now. Everything is connected. And if I click OK, I have the RAM here. So if that's the RAM, we can see that we need a connection. I need to finish the model. So if I'm in this level, how do I get to this ramp? Probably I have to edit the void again, edit extrusion, and now that void can be here, here, and another connection, another trim there. That's the right way. Well, that would be the right way, but we have this Toposolid here. So that's not the best option. So I'm not going to edit that void. I'm going to leave it. Yes, I'm going to discard my changes. And instead of doing this, what I'm going to do is to extend. I'm going to create another solid form because I need to go from this platform to this. You see that there's a void here. I can create another component modeling place, Toposolid. I can create extrusion. I can set the work plane on the, but now I'm going to set the work plane on one of the levels, level 5, because what I want is to draw a shape like this. And now you see that from this platform, I can connect the ramp. And now I need the right height. It has to go to the floor, and this is too high, so I have to drag it here. So now I have created this extra solid element, and I have connected this platform to this ramp. Okay, so not only it's just more about the quality of the architecture than knowing how to do that in Revit. So I think that's the right way, and then we can go all the way down. We have the landing, we have 30 feet, then we have the landing, and then we have the right slope. And we enter to this space, and on this space I have the second building. Okay, so I have connected these two buildings. They are at different levels. And I have connected these two buildings through a staircase that goes in this direction, and then through different ramps. So each ramp leads to a different level. And I have created three different kinds of ramps. So this one that goes in this direction, this one with a landing in the middle, and this one without the landing because this was less than 30 feet. To increase the security of or the safety of this, we need a railing. Okay, so with this railing, what can we do? I have to build a wall, and let me remember the level of this wall. Okay, it's level 6. In my case, it's negative 25. But this can change in your drawing. I want you to have different levels. So the thing is that once I have identified that level, level 6, I can create a wall. You see that there was a gap here, so I'm going to make the most of this gap. And I'm going to create a wall like this. And if we have this gap, I'm going to use a line. And I select this line, that line, and now we don't have the gap. I have to check the height of this wall. So probably it's not level 5, it's level 6. Yep, it should be level 6. Okay, so now it's resting on that level, and this is too high. So if it's 15 feet and 15 feet, it's still too high, this railing. So let's make it 12. 12, not one. I think 12 is enough. Yeah, remember that this height between that level and this should be at least 3 feet or 36 inches. So I'm going to make it 12. And this, I want to follow the slope. So I'm going to edit the profile. And if I edit the profile, I'm going to build this one in this direction. Then I go down. Then I need another horizontal landing. And then I need to go down following the slope. And by doing this, perfect. So we have a wall. I don't see this line. I don't know why, maybe because it's a little lower. Okay, so now I see the line. So nice. Everything is protected. What if I want to protect this part and I don't want a wall? There are other options. So imagine that I want to protect this. I don't have a railing here. So if I, by the way, this slope doesn't get to that, I can edit in place. If that happens, edit extrusion. So you see that this line is not at this level. So make sure that we move this line up to this level. And now we click OK. And that works. Probably now this is more than 30 feet and I will have to create another landing. But anyway, let's imagine that this is the correct slope and the correct length. What if I want to protect this? Okay, because here I don't have anything, so I can fall. And I don't want to create like another wall. I want to do something different. Well, there's something nice. I can have like a planter here with bushes or flowers or whatever, and I'm going to create my own protection here. How can I do that? I need to know what level I am. So on this platform, the level is, I think it's this. It's the floor level. Yeah, that's the level. And that level happens to be level 1. Okay, so in my drawing, this is level 1. So you have to find out what level this is in your drawing. This is the floor of the first barn that I have created here. So we're on level 1. And I'm going to show you another option in architecture component model in place. This is not Toposolid. This is something different. We really don't have the right category. Mm. Okay, so it's a site component. So I'm going to create a site. And now I'm not going to use extrusion. I'm going to use solid sweep. You see what solid sweep does? We have a line and then we have a shape and then we create a solid around that line or around that shape. It's quite complicated, so let's try to do it. Let's click on the sweep. And first we have the path and then the sketch. So first I'm going to pick the path. If I want to pick the path, I want this and that line. So you see that the first line that I pick, I have this plane. So on this plane, I have to draw the sketch. So I'm done with the path. And now I want to sketch, I want to edit profile. So if I want to edit profile, what can I do? I'm going to work with 2-foot thing, 2-foot line. It doesn't have to be 3 feet or because this is something different. Let's make it 6 feet. And now I'm going to create like a U shape. 6 inches here, and then here, and then. Okay, so that's the shape that I have created. And if I click OK, that shape will be swept along that line. If I do this and I do this again, there you go. Okay, so I have created this, but I have gone too far. So before doing this, I'm going to edit the sweep. I'm going to pick the path. And I'm going to edit it because I want it to be only up to that point. Okay, because this is the landing, so we have to access the ramp here. So it was too long. I have edited the path. I click finish, and you see that now it has the right dimension. Okay, so that's another way to protect. It's not a railing, it's another way to protect this. And here I can have like bushes, flowers. Oh, actually, it can be something nice. So those are the site components that I can create on my own. And then there are other families, other site component families that I will start inserting, but that will be on the next video.